Paraduma is about Tumah. When a person is a Balavera, when a person is lost, he's not being Shoyim Torah mitzvahs. In essence, he's dead. In halacha, throughout Chazal, we accept Bali Avera are Kruyim Mesim. They're called dead people. You know, in halacha, they all ask, what is the makar for the mitzvah of Kiruv v'choikim? It's not in the Torah. We find by Avraham Avinu v'sanefesh ashaso b'charan that he did Kiruv v'choikim, but it's only a limud in the pasuk. There's no outright pasuk where it says go be makar v'choikim, and different rishonim and achrayim and paiskim give different mekayris of where we learn Kiruv v'choikim from. The chinuch mitzvah reish lamed tes is dalid, as well as the Shlom Parsh Kedoshim, learn that Kiruv v'choikim is based on Leisamin al Dam Riyacha. A person who is a Balavera, a person who is not connected to the Rebbeinu Shloilam, is dead. And by saving his life, you saved a life. Bringing him back to Yiddishkeit is called saving a life. And just as his physical life is pikuach nefesh, his spiritual life, his chaya ruchni is also pikuach nefesh. The Taz in Arachayim Simin Shin Vav Siv Katan Hey Paskins that we are Mechal Shabbos to save someone from Shmad. The case there was that they were kidnapping a girl to take her to Shmad, to a monastery. And the question is, you're allowed to be Mechal Shabbos to save the life, physical of a person. How about to save the spiritual life in the Taz Paskins? Loigora mi pikuach nefesh. It is pikuach nefesh, because if the person is Shmad, if the person is Rachik, Mitayra Mitzvahs, is like he's dead, which is what we're learning, that Paraduma is Tumas Meis. Part of Tumas Meis is Tumas not Shem Mitayra Mitzvahs. The Tuma of Aveira, the Tuma of being Rachik Me'ashchina, Menutik, Mimkar HaTorah, Mimkar HaTahira. There's an interesting Sipurna. Sipurna seems to say this Yisoid of Kiruv, that we need to go out and we need to work to be Metayer, to bring close those that are lost, those that are far. And he says, Amari the Chiddush, the Sipurna. You know, when you ask anyone, what is the Chayka Paraduma? They'll say on the spot, it's Metayer es hatmeim u'metame es hatahirim, which means the person who is tamei becomes tar, but the kaihanim who are involved in making the Efer HaPorah and sprinkling the Efer HaPorah, they become tamei. And everyone's going to tell you that that's the chayk, which means it doesn't make sense. This person becomes tar and all those become tamei. It's not true, Rabbi Yisrael. It's a mistake. Not all the Kehanim who are involved with the Efer Paraduma are Tamei. It's only those that prepare it. But the one who actually sprinkles the Efer, who sprinkles the waters on the Tamei to be Metayer him, he is Tahar. He remains Tahar. It's a mistake that people run around saying, all the Kehanim, they all become Tamei. It's all the kehan until the last one who does the actual spraying of the chatos. Says the Sipurna, it has to be that way. Why? Because if someone is in the process of being metayer somebody, it's impossible that he should become tamei. When you're in the, so to speak, in the trenches to try to get someone to be mekarev, to be metaher, you think that you're also defiling yourself. You're connected with all the tumah. And therefore you could become tamei. I've had many Rabbeim or Isaac and Kiruv v'choikim that this is one of their concerns, that they themselves will start becoming too acquainted, too comfortable with all the hashpah chitzayni, all the hashpah ra that they're listening to, that they're in contact with all the time. There's an interesting story from the Belzer Rebbe, Tzadik Levracha. One of his Hasidim wanted to do Kiruv v'choikim in a faraway place. He asked the Rebbe, the previous, maybe Reb Shila, should he go do the Kiruv v'choikim, move away from the center, metropolitan, where all the Yidden are? And the Rebbe told him to do it. He writes back to the Rebbe after 6 months, it's very difficult, I don't have who to talk to. Shabbosim, throughout Shabbos, Chumash Memetzer Eden, I don't have who to talk to. There's nobody here. I can have a frume, good Torah conversation. I don't have who to talk to. There's nobody on my level. Should I come back? Rebbe said, no, stay. A few months later, again, he writes back, Rebbe, it's really, really hard. There's nobody here for me to talk to. I'm alone. Should I come back? The Rebbe writes back, stay. A year passes, he sends another letter. Rebbe, it's getting better. I have who to talk to. I'm starting to make friends here. The Rebbe says, okay, now come back. Now it's time to come back. If you're having who to communicate with, which means you're low, you're falling. You're getting less, and it's becoming min b'minai. Yeah, you're starting to have hashpah from them, that you're starting to feel comfortable. Yeah, but it seems the support is saying at your side that theoretically, if you're matayir others, you will remain tahar. You will remain tahar.